Namaskar. Welcome back to the example number 10 for the event Marriage Prospects. In this example, we discussed in the previous video with the help of the EPS table, we studied a female chart who got married, a love marriage, but marital life was good and they are into medical profession. We had a detailed discussion on this in the previous video wherein they moved to Australia and after that, not Australia, Malaysia. Then after some years of the marriage, then her husband has to move to come back to homeland, started working. So for 7 years, they were all separated, living in different countries because of the purpose of the job. And after that, he came back to Malaysia, and but even after that, also they were not able to live in the same house because they are in the same country but in different states. It means what? That marriage is promised, that will love marriage, and but the significations, all the planets are indicating supportive for marriage, also supporting for professional prospects. When professional prospects are strongly present, along with that, some weak signification of for the marriage prospect, it is indicating supportive for marriage, but it is more supportive for the professional prospect. So that professional prospect houses are 6th house, 10th house, 12, or all 3, 6, 10, 12, all supportive for profession, but they are all supportive for the temporary separation. So it is the separation is for the temporary, just for the professional prospects only. So such things and all we discussed in the previous video with the help of the EPS table. But in the PILT table, such a detailed discussion on such things will be difficult. But in the PILT table, let us examine how the key planets are favorable and unfavorable are playing, and in finding the destiny and also timing of event. Moreover, you have to keep it in mind in this chart, many planets will have mixed significations. So in mixed signification, when they are present, so they will get all the similar pink shades, or pink shades will be given to many planets. So it is very difficult to differentiate unless and otherwise we keep studying that self-signification planet along with the PILT table, or studying the EPS table itself will give more clarity, not just with the PILT table. That's what I mean. Please understand, whenever we give a different color, same color in EPS shades, we are giving same colors, because mixed means we try to give only that pink only, right? So if it is mixed with the good, favorable, along with that some obstacle, we can give blue. But when both are strongly present or not very strongly favorable, then we have to give mixed only. In that case, then difficult to differentiate that planet is going to be on the favorable side or unfavorable side. So then it will be difficult. So with the color, so we have to look at the self-signification, that we have to keep it in mind. These are an important example so you will understand, so that it will be more useful for your analyzing in such cases. Now let us examine this chart with the help of the PILT table. Example number 10, love marriage. We are going to study the chart with the help of the PILT table in this video. Now let us examine the PILT table. This is the birth chart of that female native. Now let us examine this chart with the help of that PILT table. Let me use EPS colors and KP check all and open that self-significators. You can see in self-significators, Venus, Moon, Mars, Rahu. 4 planets are pink, mixed, and Sun is weak, and Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, Ketu, they're all blue. There is no green. It means no planet is free from, some weak significator. Understand? So that itself is indicating the marital life is going to be average only. It is not going to be completely detrimental, because they are not indicating only one light red color is given to Sun. That Sun is also 4, 10, 8 and 12 supportive for the professional 4 and 10, but 8 and 12 indicating obstacles. So it is not indicating 6, 8, 12, all these things and all, but even 6 sublord also you can see having got mixed significations. So that way it is indicating moderate or weak significations for the marital prospects, though it is not indicating strong unfavorable, it is indicating only moderate. Anyway, let us check the within that pink. You have to compare and check why many planets are having pink, which is comparatively better. That you have to give it. We have to check. Venus is 12th lord, occupying 8th house and 4th cuspal star lord. This 12 moving towards this one. This is supportive for 12th house matters, but for the event of marriage, this has got weakness. But 1 to 7 cuspal sublord. The planet Venus, Karaka planet, is 1 to 7 cuspal sublord, but it has got some obstacles in the self. So it has got the primary cuspal sublord and 1 to 7 cuspal sublord. So it is good, but despite some weakness. And the moon is 3rd lord, occupying 5th house. So 3-9 combination is present. It is good. And close to 6th cusp and 8th cuspal sublord. This is indicating some weakness, but it is 3 and 5. It is having, favorable combination. So when compared to Venus, moon has got some strength because 3rd lord occupying 5th house and weakness at the OCC and CSL. So moon is better. Then comes the Venus. Then Mars. Mars is 6th lord occupying 12th house. This is weak, but 159 star lord. So this planet is weak in the CLOCC, but the CST is 159 is favorable. So this is also almost similar to Venus. In the source, it is not good, only effect or result only having favorable. And next comes the Rahu. Rahu planet is 6th occupant close to 7 and 3-9 cuspal sublord and 6th cuspal sublord. These 7, 3, 9 are favorable, but 6 and 6 are indicating some weakness. But the Jupiter planet is the second planet, 7, 11, 9, 2, 6, 10, 5, 11, 12. Actually speaking, Jupiter is comparatively better, but because the other planets, Jupiter seems to be better because of the 5 and 11 cuspal sublord and 7th lord, 11th lord occupying 9th house. They're all favorable. This is supportive for the professional prospects. So Rahu is given the pink shade because it is a mixed significator. Obviously, it is seen. It is having both favorable and unfavorable. So Jupiter, Rahu, because of the 6 and 6 in the sublord also, having got Jupiter also having 12th house, it has got some weakness. So moon is better, then comes Rahu, then comes Venus, then only Mars, right? So that way you have to keep it in mind. In the blue color planet means they are the comparative better planet because there is no green. So blue means Jupiter. Jupiter is good despite some weakness. And Saturn's 9th lord, 10th lord occupying Lagna, that is also given blue, but no other way because it is having no favorable grouping, but favorable 9 and 1 is present. It is not having the other favorable houses, but still it is having 9th lord occupying Lagna. So it is indicating favorable, supportive, and blue has been given. And Mercury is good. 1, 2, 5, 9, 3, and 11. Everything is good. But sublord is 4 and 10. It is indicating lack of affection. It is important for the professional prospects. This is also having favorable. Understand? So that way, each and every planet has got their own strength and weakness. So when we are going to study the PILT table, you have to keep this in mind. Within that blue, so Jupiter is better because 7th lord, 11th lord occupy 9,000, 5 and 11 cuspal sublord is stronger. After the moon, Rahu and Jupiter is, not after the moon and Rahu. Jupiter is the first one. Then comes the moon and Rahu. We can take it. Then automatically Saturn and Mercury planets are favorable, right? Ketu also good only, but occupying 12th house, okay, that is also fine. So the strong favorable planet among the blue is Jupiter, right? Among the pink is moon, 3rd lord occupying 5th house. Then after moon only Venus, then only Mars. I think you're able to understand the difference. Suppose we are given similar color, that is the issue, but no other way. So keeping open that self-signification, that will help. Or if you open that EPS table, that will be more useful, right? So now let us check the destiny. Destiny, seventh cuspal sublord is Venus. Venus planet, seventh sublord planet, is pink shade. Because of this unfavorable, but fortunately it is not having the sixth house. But Venus is in the star of Moon. Moon also, as I said, Moon is comparatively better in the pink, 3 and 5. So seventh sublord in the star of a planet Moon, 3 and 5, and of course 6 and 8 also present. That is fine. But star level is comparatively better. And 2A level planet Jupiter and sublord planet is Jupiter. Jupiter is our favorable strong key planet among all the others that is playing role here. That way it is favorable, and Saturn, Ketu, Mercury are all blue colors are playing in the supports. Star level planet has got some weakness, but star level moon is comparatively better as already discussed. Venus source planet is got 12, 8, 4 and 1 to 7 cuspal sublord, but it is having both favorable and unfavorable, but it has got weakness also, that we have to keep it in mind. But that planet also having got good support from the Saturn and Mercury. So destiny we have checked. In the destiny planet, we have to check which are the favorable key planets making the destiny supportive. Which are the favorable key planets making the destiny supportive? All blue colors only, right? And moon also, blue color, that Saturn, Mercury, Jupiter, importantly Jupiter and Mercury, that this 1, 2, 5, 9, 3, 11 significator. So all the blue color planets are favorable, importantly Jupiter and Mercury also and Saturn also. And other among the pink, moon is playing role. So that we have to keep it in mind. So in the what do you call destiny planet, all indicating some weakness and obstacles, and not having a strong star level. Sub level is fine, that is not making that separation, permanent separation, but otherwise all indicating separation on account of the profession. Now let us check the Dasa Lord. Dasa Lord, in which Dasa that the native got married, it was Mercury Dasa. Look at Mercury. Mercury is the 1, 2, 5, 9, 3, 11 star lord and 4 and 10 cuspal sublord. So that is good significator. Only sublord is 4 and 10, but source level it is fine. And our strong favorable key planet Jupiter is required. So Jupiter is there in supports, planet level, star level, and sub level is Venus. Venus is playing. Okay, let us go one by one. Mercury in the star of Mars, right? Mercury in the star of Mars. Mars is signifying unfavorable 6, 8, but 1, 5, 9. So that way, these are you see, these significations are favorable for the professional prospects in abroad, but this is not very good for the marriage prospects. Anyway, let us check whether that Dasa Lord is favorable for the marriage. Star Lord of the Star Lord Moon, again it has got, at least it is better, 3, 5. And sublord is Venus, 12, 8, 4 and 1, 2, 7. You see, each planet pink shades are playing, it itself is indicating some weakness are present. But that pink shades are having favorable key planets, favorable significations also, and they are getting the support from the blue planets in their support. That way, it is supportive for marriage, but it is also not supportive for the happy marital life. Temporary separations are indicated. Right? So, because Venus is the sublord, 12, 8, 4 and 1 to 7 cuspal sublord. So, that way in the star of Moon, it is 3 and 5. So, that way it is supportive, but not very strong. So, Dasa Lord, in Dasa Lord, which are the favorable key planets of the destiny it is playing? Destiny's favorable key planet is Venus, is the 7th sublord, that itself is playing role at the sublord. That is not, it is having weakness, but very good in the CSL. And Venus is in the star of Moon, 3 and 5. So these two are playing role. Importantly, Jupiter is playing role at the supports. So only through the supports only Jupiter is playing. And Mercury also, it is favorable that itself is playing. And Venus and Sun are playing. So Venus and Moon are playing. Moon 2 times repeated. So now in that dasa, which Bugdi is favorable, we have to check, right? In the Mercury dasa, which Bugdi, Mercury Bugdi itself will not favor because that Mercury Bugdi is not very strong. Dasa Lord is not strong. So when Dasa Lord is not very strong, in its own Bugdi, it cannot give. What about Ketu? Ketu in the star of Mars. Mars is 6 and 12 significator. So which planets are having that Mars in its star Lord, they will not give. Correct? And sun, it is there, the source level, this is not going to give. And the moon and the source, moon is having weakness, but it is having 3 and 5, it is good only. Star Lord Jupiter also fine, but again moon and the sublevel repeated the same planet. Sublord is not very strong. And Mars in the star of moon. Moon at the star level is fine, but Mars at the source level is not good because Mars is the 6 and 12 cuspal lord, 6th lord occupying 12th house. The star of moon, it is having 3, 5 and 6 and 8, that will not favorable, right? And Ragu having Mars, Ragu, pink shades are playing 3 levels because that Bugdi Lord should be having, good planets in the rulers, but pink shades, if it is present, because pink shades are many planets are having, they should not be playing at the star level and sub level, both the levels, but it should have the good key planets at the star lord and sub lord. That we have to check it. Here 3 levels, not good. And Jupiter, star lord Rahu, sub lord also Rahu. Rahu is having unfavorable, no? 6, 6. And Jupiter in the star and sub of the Rahu itself. And moreover, that what do you call, our favorable key planet Jupiter itself is playing, but star lord, sub lord are not good. Saturn planet, Saturn itself is not going to be good. So in Mercury Dasa, which planet is comparatively better? Only Venus. Because Venus is having that star lord and sublord Jupiter. No other planet is having the Jupiter in the sublord. Yes, this is having. You can see this. Venus and Mars, both are the rulers are the same. Moon, Rahu, Moon, Jupiter, Jupiter, Rahu, Moon, Jupiter, Jupiter, Rahu. But what is the difference? Mars is weak. 6th lord occupying 12th house, that itself is playing role, and star lord also moon, it is getting the support of the Mars, so ruler link is present. So Mars is weak. But Venus also star level is moon also having Mars, but Mars is not getting ruler link, and source planet is Venus. Venus is the one of the ruler of the that Dasa Lord, and Venus is 12,884. But 127 cuspal sublord in the star of moon, which is comparatively better key planet. So please understand, this is not very good, but no other way, no other planet is comparatively better than these 2 planets. So Venus and moon are playing role. Importantly, star lord the star lord and sublord Jupiter, which planet is supporting the Dasa Lord by way of supports, those planets is ruling at this sublord. So star lord of the star lord and sub lord. So that way all the planets are having that other blue planets. That way the Venus is comparatively better. Mars is also good by the rulers, but Mars itself is not good. So because of that, Mars planet is not supporting. So Rahu Dasa, Mercury Dasa, Dasa Lord is Mercury, and Venus Bugdi and Venus Antra itself, their native got married. You can see there are a lot of pink shades, lot of 8 and 12, lot of, it means they got married, love marriage, without the consent of the parents. They left the house and they got married. So that are all clearly seen. And such marriage also, if it is not going to be, happy, because it is happy in the sense, they are all mainly on the professional prospects. The monetary gain is indicated, but the personal life is not very strong because there is no green and pink shades are more. And also they because it made them to live separately, but there is no permanent separation because the destiny planet is 7th sublord planet is Venus in the star and sublord that Jupiter is making that that marriage intact. So the destiny planet itself is supported for the marriage in the Bugdi and Antara. Normally, I used to say that if the Bugdi Lord destiny planet itself, that is seventh sublord itself in the star and sub of a weak planet, that planet will not give for the event, conduct the event during its own bhukti. But here, that is the only planet is favorable and having got that favorable sublord. So that is the only planet can act as the Bhukti Lord and also Antara Lord. So in the Venus Dasa, Mercury Dasa, Venus Bhukti, Venus Antara, the native got married. Understand? So after that, Venus got married. Then Sun was running, Moon was running, all are having Jupiter, the star level, right? And Mars also having Jupiter in the star level. And Rahu you can see the Rahu in the star of Ketu having Mercury, so all are favorable. There is no issue up to the Mercury Dasa, Rahu Bhukti, there is no issue. Then Mercury Dasa, Jupiter Bhukti started. Jupiter is having the star lord Rahu. Rahu is talking about 6 and 6, right? Rahu is talking about 6 and 6. And that what do you call that represents Jupiter, but still that Jupiter in the star of seventh lord of planet Jupiter in the star of Rahu, talking about sixth house and third house and ninth house sublord, also the same planet is coming. So during this period, during that Mercury Dasa Jupiter Bhukti, that native's husband left her to the other country, to the homeland for the job, because he's working in another hospital. So for the purpose of the profession, they were living separately in a different country. Then that all that Saturn is over, then Ketu started. Ketu also having some weakness, but fortunately Ketu has got the Mercury. Ketu, Mercury are having favorable signification. So in the Ketu Dasa, during the Rahu Bhukti, Rahu having got the Ketu Mercury in the rulers, then again the native husband joined her. But unfortunately, that was also not permanent because they were in the same country but in different states. So because of their different locations of work. Okay, so then only once in a week only they had meetings. So such things are happening in life. And because of the planets are supportive for marriage, love marriage, against the family, but all focused on the professional prospect, professional gain, because of that running around here and there, and without living together. All these unfavorable significations for the marital life, 4, 6, 10, 12, 8, those are all not good for the marital life, but they are all good for the money. So money does not mean that people who are all getting money, good profession, they are not going to be good in their marital life. No, if it is there, this one, and also with the favorable grouping for the marital life, then it is going, the native is going to enjoy both. Because of the absence of the strong 8 and 12 and destiny, it is not indicating separation. There is no separation. But still they are living temporarily separated and different locations. I think you're able to understand. In such cases and all, it is always better to study with the EPS table. Whenever you feel that we are giving similar colors for the many planets, it means pink shades or blue shades, different colors are, same planets, same color, we are giving more than 1 or 2 planets, then we have to be very careful only with the studying the self-signification planet, table along with that, or better you check with the EPS table. That itself will give the clarity. Okay, so we'll meet in the next example. Good luck.